Hello. Alright, I guess it's stream time. So, we are going to be hopefully wrapping up Dirge of Cerberus tonight. We are on the final portion of the game. So far, unless the save file wanted to get goofy on me. So we went through Chapter 1 in Calm, Chapter 2 in the West, and Goya, of course. Goya's been here for all of this, so thank him for joining us. Chapter 2, went through and did all that traveling and nonsense. Chapter 3, Edge. It was the name of the city, which is funny because we kept on having to meet on the edge of Edge. Chapter 4, the Prelude to Mayhem, which included an assault on the WRO, the World Restoration Order. Goya, you were being nonsense now. Chapter 5, on our way to the Shinra Manor, which was super cool to actually see the Shinra Manor recreated in a 3D environment. Granted, they expanded it a little bit more. Some good detail, but it was cool to get into the main building and see that everything was, for the most part, layout was exactly the same. Chapter 6, we got to meet Yuffie 3 years after the events of Final Fantasy VII, which, Yuffie's awesome, so... and then that is where we left off, where we were being attacked as a group. And she bopped her head like 2 or 3 times. Howdy, Callisti. Howdy, Jesse. Thanks for joining me, you two. Hopefully we're enjoying this nonsense, because it will continue. For the sake of transparency, I don't know if it matters for anyone really or not for this 2006 non-competitive RPG that we're playing, but I did enable a couple of Game Shark codes, actually just really one of them. For unlimited money, gil, if you will. Just the way the next time I shop, I don't have to worry about balancing that nonsense. So just a little bit of an edge because, thank you, Goya. I wasn't entirely sure, or not entirely loving during the stream having to balance money for ammunition and actually just getting through the story. So I thought I'd give myself a little edge for that. I mean, I have no problem with failing and reloading and dealing with nonsense, but I don't really think you guys want to deal with that, so here we are, and by we I mean I guess myself and Goya, and he is aggressively bashing his head into me tonight. We had a visitor, so he's all excited. He's as much of a dog as he is a cat, so additional people made his day. Ooh, okay, so those hits are I think the Game Shark did something a little extra. I'm not supposed to be hitting things with one shot and killing them, but apparently I am. Alright, whatever, I'll go with it. I'm here more to explore the game, how it functions, and playing myself through the story, so... Little edge. As Jesse stated, you gotta do what you gotta do. The name of content, my friends. Alright, so I shot that target. Uh-oh! Yes! Helian. Howdy, Ian. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Thank you for following and hanging out. Super excited by that. I like to think that the Dirge of Cerberus, the Final Fantasy nonsense, drew you in. Or it could be the Goya, which... You know, if you're new to watching me stream, Goya likes to make many appearances on stream, so he's a little off screen right now. You can kind of see a tail going on over here, but he's got the perfect spread right in front of me, so he's doing quite alright. So supposedly I have infinite money. Oh, yep, 65.5, 35. Yeah, it is a very cat-friendly stream, if you will. Yeah, a game where you... I don't know. I didn't want to deal with the ammo nonsense, so yeah, I am all for cheating my way to success with that. I've gotten to this point without needing any codes, and probably could have kept going, but whatever. And apparently I also enabled it so I kill everything in one hit, but that was unintended. I'm not sure what I did to enable that, so we'll deal with that later. We'll just say that we enabled Aerith mode, where one sword for whatever reason in a story mode is enough to kill her, but throughout the rest of the game, she can get, you know, the entire crew can get eaten by Sephiroth, swallowing the not the universe, but the solar system with the sun, and somehow survive. It's quite a confusing world that they've established as far as any sort of logical consistencies. So, for Callisti, I know you've been in since the beginning, so I appreciate you sticking with me throughout all this game and all this nonsense. But for those of you wondering why, Chris, why oh why are you playing Dirge of Cerberus? One, I'm a weirdo and I really enjoy anything Final Fantasy VII related, regardless of how bad it is. Two, there is tie-ins to the Yuffie DLC for the Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I don't have a lot of memory of it, but watching the trailers, they showed characters that I knew were from this, so I wanted to play this that way they're fresh in mind, because I'm a horrible fan. I still haven't played the Yuffie DLC. Like, I got it on day one, I booted it up, and I goofed around with it for about an hour, had a good time with it, and just haven't gone back in the month or so that it's been out. So, Dirge of Cerberus, that way I can go through the story, remember these people again. And let's be honest, like, who doesn't want to go back and play one of Square's weirdest ideas, right? Or at least one of their weirdest ideas, the Final Fantasy attached to it. And I probably should look up, haven't played it yet, although I'm playing through the FF7 remake. Yeah, you know, I was going to play through the remake story. Like, I really wanted to play through it again on PS5 or prettied up, and even outside of that, I was on the verge of wanting to replay it again anyways, just because I enjoyed it so much, and life has given me an opportunity to have a lot of free time, so I wanted to go back and play it now, and I don't know, I think I was worried about spoilers for the Yuffie DLC, so I wanted to jump right in on that, then I would go back and play the 40-hour RPG. Wreckfest? Why are you playing a game that rips your arms off? I am genuinely confused. Is that one of your VR games? And I'm guessing by the name that that is card-based. No, and I don't know how people feel, Ian, with FF13. I've heard some people try and say that the other games aren't mainline, that those are spin-offs, but I would hard disagree on that, considering it's, I mean, you know, it's a full story. When you go through the entire trilogy, it's not spin-offs. Like, if you've played on, what is it, DS or 3DS, there was the Final Fantasy XII Revenant Wings. That's a proper spin-off that, as far as I can tell, had nothing to do with 12 itself. Oh shit, I'm gonna die. Blood Ether? No. Spirit? Damn it. Oh, Vincent. Oh, it's wheel more than anything. But yeah, so Final Fantasy XII had some goofy spin-offs. But 13... There really should have been more to that world. I really enjoyed it. I mean, you technically could say that Final Fantasy 15 is a spin-off. Revenant Wings was fun. It was entirely different, which, you know, that's the reason why you should go to a spin-off. But, Deepground Strikes Back. But, the thing with Revenant Wings is it was just... I don't know. I played through it and I did enjoy it, but I don't remember anything about it. There's one goofy thing with it that kind of bugged me, was there's like an entire race of creatures that exist in it that they just didn't, like, that they're not in Final Fantasy 12. They just threw them in there, and then I don't know. It's just whatever. It is what it is. But it's just funny when a spin-off has an entirely different either section of world or, you know, race that is just never mentioned in the base game. It's like, oh, that's a thing now, huh? Okay. Where were they during the main game? So. Jesse, it breaks my heart. I know I can get to you, Jesse. There is a game on PS1, possibly PS2 as well, called Final Fantasy Chocobo Racing. There you go. I got your in right there, so you can jump right into the racing sim, much more like a Mario Kart, but, you know, there is some good times to be had. It might be on other systems, too, but, I just remember for it being on PS1, I thought. It might be on DS or 3DS as well. They brought quite a few games over there as well. Yeah, there really needs to be. I mean, there was the Crash Tag Racing that came out that, you know, for a brief moment, I thought, holy hell, we might be back into the love of things. Howdy, Canonical. Welcome back. We are, unfortunately, replaying the section that I just went through because I got a little too bold. Hopefully tonight we should be able to go through and wrap this up, though, especially with I enabled what I like to call Aerith mode, where I kill everything in one hit. Much like Sephiroth, so I guess it'd be Sephiroth mode. Killing Aerith with one stab. Or if you played Final Fantasy VII back in the day, he would kill dragons with one hit in the flashbacks of 5 years ago. Which, man, speaking of that, like, I had a terrifying thought. Final Fantasy VII is turning 25 next year. Like, that is a crazy benchmark for me, and I don't even know what to do with that knowledge. Which doesn't that mean Final Fantasy IX, was that 2000 or 2001? Did that have its 20th anniversary this year? Or is it having its 20th anniversary? It's so crazy how they used to be able to put out these super high quality games back in the day. 9 was 1999? No. Oh, was it? That's crazy. No, it couldn't have been. Because Final Fantasy VII was 97. I think Final Fantasy VIII was 99. And then 9 was 2000 or 2001. Somewhere in there. But even then, if you look at the breadth of what they put out with those 3 games over the course of, say, 4 years, and now they're going to take 4 years for one game, and I know Fidelity. Yeah, see, 2000, 2001, that's what I was thinking. So yeah, so Final Fantasy IX is either 20 years old or is turning 21 years old this year. And that is absurd. I don't even want to think about that. I'm becoming ancient. Alright, let me switch my guns. And, potions. High potion. Alright, so it's probably 2000. Hey, howdy, Gungraves. Thank you for joining us. How are things going with you? Hopefully the healing is going well. Ooh, this has some, like, auto-lock on it. Huh. That's a fun thing I didn't know existed. The rifle has, like, auto-aim on it, so I don't necessarily have to be precise. This whole time I've been zooming in and stuff. Oh shit, long reload. High potion. Let me switch my guns. This is where I died last time. I would like to not die again. Sorry, I will jump back to chat in a moment. But Gungrave is happy to see you in here. Thought I saw you playing something on PS5 earlier today, which makes me think that you were doing A-OK. 2000, Vivid Memories 2001. Final Fantasy X is almost 20 years old. Yeah. I only have one thing to say to Final Fantasy X being 10 years old. Ha ha ha! Ha! Anyways, I love that scene. I'm a big weirdo. I know a few of you know me on Twitter that I unironically love that scene and that game. So. Just want to pop in and say hi, give a follow. I'm gonna go eat some food. Thanks for stopping in, Ian. Appreciate you for the follow and dropping in. So, take care, man. Stop back in whenever. It's a good time. We're usually pretty casual here. Where are we at? Latest follower Helium. That makes me happy. Save the WRO. Whenever I see that, I just can't help but think of wrestling in the NWO. Like, I want Sting to drop from the rafters and, you know, save us all. Maybe Kevin Nash to show off Razor Ramon. Did you just actually me? Ugh. What did I ever do to you? I thought we had more respect than that. Potion. Let's destroy the choppers. Quick, get to the chopper. Where are the choppers? How am I don't see them. Oh. Oh. Screw this. Get out. Sorry. Cat fur, I think, tickled my nose. Oh, I'm not hitting these things for max. That sucks. Alright, let's try this again. I guess I'm gonna have to actually play. Ha 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 ha! Oh, you think these things would do more damage? Do I actually have to kill these things, or is this just like a weird optional? I guess I don't kill machines, I destroy them, but whatever. God, Final Fantasy X being 20 years old. I remember that very, very vividly. That was one of the 2 games I got with my PS2 when it came. I got it for Christmas, and I got that. As well as Tony Hawk. I want to say Pro Skater 3 on PS2. And I spent way more time playing Tony Hawk than I did Final Fantasy X. In fact, I thought Final Fantasy X was trash when I first played it. I don't know why, because I was a stupid kid. Get off my back. And by kid, I mean I think I was 17? That's still young enough to be stupid, I guess. It is weird to think that Final Fantasy X launched with the system, and then 5 years or so later you get Dirge of Cerberus, where suddenly it's like you can start to see the influence of Western gaming. Yeah, I definitely didn't have any love for it. I want to say I got 2 hours into it before, if I even got to that part. Like, I don't even think I got to the point of where you get to the world, Spira. Like, I remember playing, like, in the past, getting sucked up, and then, no, I did get to Spira. It was all dark and gloomy, and then I met Riku, but I didn't understand her language, and I was just like, what the hell is this? This is not Final Fantasy. At that time, Final Fantasy IV, 7, and 8 were the only ones I played. I didn't play 6, I didn't play 9. But I had played plenty of RPGs, like I was playing Lunar and stuff like that. Lunar the Eternal Blue. Oh, I'm gonna die. Final Fantasy X means a lot to me. It's one of the only games where I had basically to just restart my life, even then it's not one of my favorite FFs. I can understand and respect that. Not gonna go into it in stream here, but I plan on. I have a half a blog, kind of already written out concept-wise that I'm going to go into some details about that with Final Fantasy VII playing. Just it's a matter of time and place, and like you said, it's like a reset. Both for Final Fantasy VII proper on PS1, as well as Final Fantasy VII Remake, both of which came at just right time, right place sort of scenario. So I definitely understand where you're coming at with that, with the Final Fantasy X being worth more than you know, more than the sum of its parts, if you will. Do I actually have to kill 15 choppers? I thought it's like you can kill up to 15. And then they would just rank me for saying that I'm not good enough. Holy wow, this guy does not want to explode. Is this like boss chopper? What's going on here? There we go. Thanks for your help, soldiers. I'm sure you did a lot. Get out here, sword guys. Hey, it's those boss. The boss that. Oh, I forget who it was. I think it was Canonical. It was like, that's a boss that's definitely going to become a normal enemy later. That was those guys. Back from, I think, Chapter 4? I don't know, it's been a minute. Alright, let me switch guns. Pick up whatever ammo and stuff I can find. I really need some potions. I wouldn't mind having another place to get, restock my potions with. Card key. I don't even know where to use the card key yet. Ah, there it is. Wow, this missing has a little bit of like a Final Fantasy Tactics going on for it right now. I actually don't know who composed this, or any of the team, I should say, behind it. Like, I know it was done internally with Square, but I'm not sure who of their traditional Final Fantasy team worked on this. Ah, yes. Potions. Potions. Huh. That'd be interesting. I honestly didn't think he started in... Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm just over here talking about how this came out 5 years after 10. I was about to say, like, I didn't think he started until Final Fantasy X. I know he started guesting and helping out at that point, so that must be it. Oh, Thunder Materia. I really don't feel like buying any. Oh, I can modify. I'm silly. Why am I so silly? I forgot with infinite money I can upgrade everything. You know, I'm already doing max damage with everything, but might as well just max everything out. Don't mind me. Pretend you don't see this. Not being a giant cheater. Alright, so what Griffin? This is the machine gun. Larger magazine, lighter body, and improved firing rate, or improved accuracy. I'll go with the firing rate. And I feel like just mowing people down. I guess I can upgrade all of them and I just equip it. Oh, I guess I don't have infinite money. Wonder what happened. Wonder if I leave and go back in. Yeah. Weird system for the Game Shark thing. Ah, why don't you guys yell at me when I do stupid things? Alright, go back into modify. Really want, I know previously I was mentioning getting a hold, or getting my hands on a machine cabinet for... Currently have one, currently have 0, so let me buy one of those, buy one of those. Buying a cabinet for a Theatre Rhythm, the arcade game. Seems like I'm going to be playing the long game for that one, because the person who is potentially selling it to me has me on a wait list that could be a couple months out, and then Goy is very upset because he's looking forward to that machine. But he has to check with everyone else that is on the wait list first, because I guess a lot of people have dropped off due to either finding the unit elsewhere or seeing the price tag and realizing, you know what, maybe I don't want the machine that badly. Alright, so I got everything maxed out. That's good. So I'm just going to attempt save out and come back in, just so I have that available. But sorry, that came from because you mentioned Hamatsu, and then like tomorrow I'm thinking about going up to the arcade to play that the cabinet again, just because there's so much good music. Alright, let's get back in there, Goya. Yeah, I am enjoying this game. Cheats aside, I have been having a fun time with the challenge, because it has kept me on my toes more than I was thinking that the game was gonna. It's really weird how, I don't know if everyone, I mean, speak up if, you know, if this is how you feel about games too, but for some reason I always assume that old games are going to be easier, just because, well, they're old games, we know what to do by now. Then you get in there and you start realizing that, no, this is actually still pretty good challenge for me, so then it ends up being a little bit more refreshing. I know I did burn myself out with Final Fantasy VII for that, because when I was playing Final Fantasy VII on the Switch, it was the first time I played, no, PS4, sorry. First time I played on PS4, when they put out the actual, like, remaster, not remaster, whatever you want to call that port to PS4, they enabled all those cheat codes, so, you know, you can avoid combat, you instantly level up, and, you know, everything goes 4 times as fast, and blah, blah, blah. So I had all of that stuff, and so I was utilizing it, just like, oh, that's cool, I just want to play through the story again. And I was shocked how much that really cheapened the experience for me. To the point of where I vowed to myself that I'm not going to do that with Final Fantasy VII when I replay it again. Because it sucked. Because suddenly when you're going into battles and, you know, you're fighting bosses and you're getting sweet loot, it doesn't matter. So a huge chunk of the fun is just drained at that point, because there is no upgrading your gear. There is no need to upgrade your limit breaks. There's no thrill of unlocking new sets of anything. It's just everything, all combat becomes irrelevant, and at that point it slows you down for a moment, like, oh, let me pop into this battle, hit X a bunch, and then keep going with the story. So you're effectively like cutting out like a third of the gameplay at that point, or third of the game. You're cutting out the gameplay and you're left with just the story. So levels become irrelevant, armor becomes irrelevant, materia becomes irrelevant. It's just kind of a drag. So I vowed to myself I would not do that again. But here we are with Dirge of Cerberus, where I am cheating my happy little heart out. But in all fairness, Final Fantasy VII specifically is the game that I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do that again. Just because I really love that game, and it just really did cheapen that experience. The next time I played through it was on Vita with the PS1 version, which there's no way to cheat on that one. None that I'm aware of, at least. And I'll just go in my head with the canon of, this is the Vincent that finished Final Fantasy VII on the save file for me. So he is level 99 with max gear, and that's why he's able to tear all these dudes apart. None of that leveling backwards nonsense. Oh, get out of here. Oh, shit. Where the hell are all these shots coming from? Ooh, that barrel went sky high. Alright, let's change guns. Actually, I didn't customize my guns. Alright, so let me go and customize. So, really it was just this one that I had to worry about, where I changed the barrels. Ooh, look at that graph. That is some drastic change going on. So power I'm not worried about, but I can up the range or the speed. Accuracy has been fine-tuned, I'm not worried about. And longer range. Let me go with that since it's kind of one-hit kill. Let me equip some different gear on this. Let's put on the materia floater. Even though I'm not really going to use my materia, so let me change my mind on that. Let's give that the sniper scope. It's power booster, don't need. What's a gravity floater do? So optional attachment significantly lowers the weapon's total weight, which I think lets it move faster. Which is really weird because you can just go into options and change a couple things around. That way the reticule moves faster, and then it kind of negates the whole point of weight. So material booster raises the level of equipped materia. I'm not worried about that. Optional attachment significantly lowers weapon's total weight. Don't care. Power. Don't care. Okay, I guess I've made all these things it's a moot point. So I guess I'll just go with weight because why not? Keep the fire materia on there unless I got something cooler. Increase the attack power of melee. Increases the power of melee attacks. Increases defense. I like the sound of that. Alright, so let me just go ahead and put that on my other guns as well. So I'm not going to be using any of that other nonsense. Like I said, if I'm not worried about damage because I'm in Sephiroth mode, the rest of that's kind of pointless. Gale, Nova, leave that on there, powered Cerberus. Okay, and then my last gun. Let me get this up and running. Gravity, fire to Cerberus relief to help my defense. And we are ready to murder the game. Alright, change my gun back to my main gun. And let us continue on. Oof, I might have killed my guys. That is definitely not an instance of a good guy with a gun saving or stopping a bad guy with a gun. My bad. Sorry, y'all. Hi, Goya. Just gonna hang out there, huh? Alright. Is this where it came from? Yeah. Why did I go backwards? Oh, it doesn't... Maybe I did cross over correctly. So, I'm not sure what game I'm going to be playing after this. If anyone has any suggestions, I am... Okay, I was in the right direction. If anyone has any suggestions or like, hey, Chris, you should play this. Or, you've talked this up. Where are you at with it? Let me know. Because I am open to playing some things. I was contemplating switching up the whole PS2 RPG thing and playing, it's a game on PS5, PS4, PC, yada yada, pretty much on everything called Chivalry 2, that I just started playing with Vegan Gamer, and I had a blast with that today. It is medieval, first-person shooter, pseudo-warfare, but that was a hoot. I'd never played those games before. I guess another one, Chivalry 1, I guess I should say, came out like sometime in the early 2010s, the aughts, and yeah, it's a blast. So I was thinking about playing some of that on stream, but that would definitely be breaking from my whole PS2 angle that I was doing. But hey, whatever. If people want to see something other than old ass games, I am all for that. Seems like a waste to have an Xbox Series X and a PS5 just to keep them all to myself. Should share that joy with the world. Uh-oh.
What is that thing?
Sorry, Goya. I know you're not a coaster. I'm assuming that means it's a boss fight time. I wonder if I'm going to be able to kill the boss with one hit. That's going to be kind of funny. I guess it's no, just like the helicopters, but... Who knows? I'm in Sephiroth mode. Why not? Oh, and then there's Borderlands 3. They put out a new patch. I am so very excited to get back to that game. I don't know if there's anyone in chat that has played or enjoys Borderlands, but they, Borderlands 2 capped their game off after several expansions at level 72, and for Borderlands 3, they just put out a patch that just lets you get like 7 more levels and caps off at level 72, so a lot of people are taking that as this is the end of Borderlands 3. No more content will be released, no more DLC, no more season passes, which is a little bit of a bummer, given that they never added another character, which they said they weren't going to do right out the gate, but I was really hoping that they're a bunch of liars. But no new classes ever got added, but they did include new, what are they called, skill trees for each class, so it was almost like adding another class for everyone. Yeah, I've really enjoyed. It's weird because I don't think I'm fanatical about Borderlands, but then like Borderlands 3, I just put close to. Oh, that's not an enemy, damn it. Between the two characters I played through, I think I put in about 250 hours. Played through the campaign 3 different times. All the DLC twice. Borderlands 2, you know, I played through all of that. I played through all of Borderlands 1, the pre-sequel, love Tales from the Borderlands, so maybe I am a fan, I guess. But either way, it's a good time. I'm very excited to get into Borderlands 3. I can get those last couple levels, play with my build a bit, and then call it a day and, you know, archive that game for good. Put a stamp on that. I do have all the trophies as well across the board, so it's a good point to retire. Oh, you and your silly spider bots, Final Fantasy. I fought you at the beginning of Final Fantasy VIII. Don't you dare try and pull that on me. Granted, Squall had a big-ass turd gun to fight it off with. Yeah, one-shot boss. That made my day. Vincent is a complete badass. Like, why even send a Cloud to do any work in this world when you have Vincent rolling around one-shotting things? Sephiroth, beware. Well, technically Sephiroth is already dead at this point. But he always comes back. So, Kalisti, how far, you said you're playing the Final Fantasy VII Remake campaign again. How far in are you on that? Let's do some heals. Ooh, Chapter 8 was a good one. Yeah, I remember with Chapter 8, right when it starts and like you meet Aerith and you're in her, in the church and the music is playing, I that was one of those like, I'm just gonna put the controller down and just soak this in for a minute. Because that was very... They did a really good job with that game of balancing new material and hitting the marks that everyone wanted them to hit, in my opinion. Yeah, the music was really good. They did a fantastic... I have absolutely no complaints with that game. And I'm one of those weirdos that loves the ending and what they did with it, so... Dare I say they could do no wrong as they continue that and then make the remake part 2. They have my full confidence. do look forward to what other kind of crazy nonsense they plan on putting in those games. Like, even like, it's not really a spoiler, because all the internet talked about it, but, the Yuffie DLC has a Fort Condor game in there, like, just a mini game that is a riot. Like, I hated Fort Condor on the original release just because it was slow and had nothing to do with the rest of the game. And I get it, that's what a mini game is, but they want you to keep going back to it over and over, and it's just like, dude, no, I'm done. But they managed to make the Fort Condor mini game in the new DLC pretty freaking fun. Which I was surprised by, because I expected to fully hate it when, you know, rumors were floating around like, oh yeah, by the way, this is how they're going to include it in the game proper, so don't expect to see it later on in the series. Ooh, is that a behemoth?
What the hell?
Azul.
That's not Azul. Is it? Oh, shit. Azul got big. Oh, why aren't you using your Sephiroth bullets? What were you gonna do? Shalua. What? I thought that was your girl.
The extreme potency of this shield materia is comparable to that of your barrier field, Azul.
Shulk, why do you stand in my way?
I had to protect myself. You were trying to kill me.
Then now is the time. You're no longer required.
Oh, you
No
asshole.
longer.
You're no different from the others. Your weak body is nothing without Mako. Your only skill is collecting data from inside a virtual reality. It makes me sick to even think of you as a member of the Sviets.
What? Everyone needs a computer
Vice
person.
has ordered your termination.
Oh, that fucker.
Vice.
Your mission was to identify and locate the keeper of the proto-materia. That is why we uploaded the doctor's data into your neural network. But now, we no longer need it.
That is
And
some
we
bull.
cannot let it fall into the hands of the WRO.
The W?
Your fate has been decided, Shelley. It is time for you to return to the planet.
Oh, a spiritual being.
Vincent, Shell, let's get out of here.
No, let me handle it. Let me handle this dude.
Come on. Let go of me. I don't think so. We have 10 years to catch up on. I'm not going to let this end here.
Yes, you are.
Shalua!
Oh no.
Why are you doing this? You could still get through. Huh? Go on.
She's about to not have an arm.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I wasn't a better sister.
Pull your arm out. Pull your arm out. No.
Sorry I let you suffer. For so long.
Don't do this.
Take care of her, will you?
Wait.
Shulk. I'm glad I was able to find you. And remember, I'll always love you. Why
She just told you. Ooh. She bleeds yellow?
Why did she? Why?
Get out of here.
Shalua.
I get it. Gandalf just fell. These hills will be swarming with orcs by nightfall. Get the out of there. Ay, ay, ay. Oof, I sustained a lot of damage. Did not use any magic. Chapter ranking C is for Cookie. That's good enough for me. I hate games with ratings. I really do. Hey, WR members say 7/12. That is my birthday, which is coming up in about a week or so. 9 days, so. Which is funny because previously I saved WRO members on stage 1 or 2. It was also 7 out of 12. Apparently they just always move in a dozen. And I just always don't care about 5 of them. See, add to experience because we don't care about money. And we're good to go. So let us continue purchasing. Hopefully everyone is enjoying the story as much as I am. I know it's fun to goof on it, but there is nothing quite like anime bullshit. It's very near and dear to my heart. Because there's nothing quite like it. I don't need to buy any of these. Good on all that. Don't need to sell. I don't think I can modify up any higher. Alright, so we're good. Let's continue, Goya. He's grabbing at the screen. He's on the computer mouse. Guess he thinks it's an actual mouse. I don't know. But he has claimed the mouse for his own. He is full of on top of it right now. Hey, Reeve, you're okay. Did I speak too soon?
Ashamed. I am supposed to be a hero of the Genova War. But look at me.
Don't take all the blame. Reeve.
Huh?
You're not thinking of giving up, are you?
Of course he is.
I used to be nothing but a stone in the river of time. But 3 years ago, it was you and the others who taught me I had to move ahead.
Vincent.
Why are you getting so emo all of a sudden? Oh yeah, because this game is all emo.
They say she won't wake up. She suffered too much trauma to her head. Unless there's some kind of a miracle, she's not... Vincent! You were there? Why couldn't you save her?
I'm sorry.
No. I didn't mean to... She was a fool.
Wow.
You have no right to call her that! You don't know! You don't know what...
Hmm?
Why? Why would she do something so...
Selfless? Shulk. You got a lot of growing up to do, kid.
When I asked Shalua what she was searching for, she answered, her reason to live. It
So live.
I don't understand how someone could give her own life for that of another. Do you understand, Vincent Valentine?
I can't answer for your sister. But
But?
when a person has someone they care about that much, giving their life is sometimes the least they can do.
Uh-oh. He's over-relating.
And maybe that's what makes us human.
Someone they care about.
Mm-hmm.
Although, it seems like there are a lot of people around me who don't need a reason to risk their lives for that of another.
And are you...
Whoa. You okay there, girl? He's a goth AF vampire boy.
Vincent?
Hyperbole is all he knows. Oh, look, he used to be cool. He used to be a corporate man.
Fall asleep here, and you might catch a cold.
And then he fell for fake Aerith. Or adult Aerith.
Why are you so surprised? Is my face that hideous?
No, I didn't. I'm sorry.
And how are you supposed to be my bodyguard if you're up here sleeping?
The warm breeze. I was only going to rest my eyes for a minute.
Slacker.
Well, I have to admit, the breeze is quite comfortable. However, I think you're in my seat.
Hmm?
Huh?
It's grass.
Care to join me?
Oh, she's about to get toasted. She really does look like Aerith. Like they could have, I don't know, done anything a little different. Gave her red hair. Like Shulk.
I'm sorry. Why are her data fragments responding?
Data fragments. This is some Kingdom Hearts ass shit, isn't it?
Vincent, I agree with you. This is not the time for us to give up. But I need to know something. Those data files you recovered from Shinra Manor, are you sure there were not any more?
I'm sure.
I see.
What's wrong?
Well, the Omega report. The file was incomplete.
Incomplete.
To make any sense out of it, we are going to require the other half. If possible, I wanted to know more about our foe before we launched the attack on Midgar.
Sure,
Are
Goya.
you
Let's just
speaking
knock everything
of
down.
Dr. Lucrezia Crescent's findings?
Yes, but how did you...
A large quantity of her mnemonic data fragments has been uploaded into my neural network. It was my prime directive to use this data to locate and retrieve the proto-materia.
Oh, music sounds hopeful.
However, not only was the data incomplete, but part of her consciousness began interfering with my own thought processes. It was believed that the missing fragments may have been the reason for this. I can attempt to upload the WRO's files on the Omega report. By combining it with the data I possess, you may obtain a clearer picture of what you will be up against. And perhaps I can regain control of my mind.
Oh, sounds like a reason to live.
Vincent, hurry! You better get out here!
It is funny that she has her little baton holsters on the back of her legs. Like, she has to stand always. Uh-oh, what's Yuffie so happy about? Ooh, Sid.
Hey! Over here!
He knows where to go. It's fucking Sid. God damn it, Yuffie. No, it's Sierra. Introduced in Advent Children.
Wow!
Although it looks upgraded. I don't remember that red underbelly stuff on it.
Ha! What the hell we waiting for? It's time to get up and go! Come on, get on board! Yeah.
Good old Sid. I used to love Sid. He's going to be very problematic for them to bring forward into the remake. Oh, it's the Shara. Okay. So he has continued to upgrade a ship and rename it, or made another one.
Forward visibility approximately 95%.
Communication channels
Radar
clear.
functioning normally.
Network terminals
Wide
online.
area scan shows no
Gamma
threat
link
to
operational.
radius.
Adjusting settings 6281.
Begin line
Damn, it's a hell of a ship.
128%.
So funny that he still goes for the old pirate ship wheel versus like modern controls.
Main propeller at 80%.
Propeller speed of 0.3%.
Monitoring signal AJ-109. All blocks clear.
Makes me want to watch Last Exile. If you've ever seen that, it's a fun anime. Very Final Fantasy inspired. Very much its own thing as well, though.
Hey, Vincent! Long time!
Captain!
Oh, sorry about that. As much as I'd like to sit down and reminisce about old times, you'll have to take a rain check. Why don't you have a look around my bird until the meeting?
Cool, I can do that. Although I really don't feel like exploring a hub right now. I feel like shooting dudes in the face. You're not wrong, Canonical. I mean, that was the same thing with, was it Final Fantasy X? Which actually this kind of reminds me of the layout a little bit of. Final Fantasy X, it's like, you really didn't need an airship in that, but they give it to you at the end of the game because it's Final Fantasy, you gotta have an airship. Oop.
You've heard of the Chocobo farm in the grasslands, haven't you? I keep my new river Chocobo there. He was born Boko, a noble name for a noble steed. I can't wait until this battle's over, and I can go ride him off into the sunset.
But it's a river chocobo. Shouldn't you ride them through the water?
Midgard. After Meteor Fall,
Wow, that's a
the
lot of
once
text.
bustling metropolis was reduced to rubble. There have been attempts to rebuild, but deadly Mako radiation leaking from the damaged reactors still contaminates most of the area. Now it's just a home for vagrants, and the soldiers forgotten there after the calamity. Most of us turned our eyes away from the problem, but someday...
They haven't really referenced anything that's happened in Advent Children in this, though.
A ruthless band of killing machines determined to revival, and at the top stand the Sphiets, a small group of elite warriors more powerful than Rosa the Crimson, Azul the Cerulean,
Nero the Sable.
Nero the Sable, and a mysterious and enigmatic leader, Vice the Immaculate. It is believed that confrontations with these four will be unavoidable.
Well, yes, they want to
But
kill
their
us.
defeat is necessary for our mission's success. However, I'm not worried. I know that you and the others will not let us or the planet down.
Yes, yes. I know, we're superheroes. I lied, I do want to look around a hub.
It's me!
Who?
Don't you remember? I was one of the Highwind crew.
No, you were in low polygon count at the time.
That bird was a beauty, but this ship's just as sweet. And you won't believe this, but she runs on some mysterious ancient power. But you don't have to worry. You'll be sick. Wait a minute. Where did this button come from? Oh no, you didn't hear anything. Approaching destination.
What mysterious ancient power could this ship have? Does Vincent have secrets he needs to tell me?
Sir, I've been spending time analyzing the data retrieved from the files of former Weapons Development Administrator Scarlet. Deepground. It used to be a medical facility for injured soldier troops. Military personnel would be sent there for care and rehabilitation. However, over time, it evolved into a laboratory for madmen content on ignoring all law, and supposedly this evolution took place because of the existence of one rogue soldier, a man known only as G. However, that's all we were able to retrieve.
Oh, G. So that is tying this to Crisis Core. G was... That's the High Wind, but the High Wind is not the High Wind. Yeah, Genesis, thank you.
Beautiful, isn't it? I've been a crew member for almost 3 years now. You'd think after a few hundred flights, but you know, when I realized that this may be my last time up here, my last chance to take a glimpse of the land I call home, I just wanted to get one last look.
Well, considering your name is WRO member and you don't actually have a name, I don't have high hopes for you surviving the battle. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, Genesis from Crisis Core, which that's another one I haven't played since back in the day. Yeah, you already told me that, Vincent. Or, Sid. But yeah, I haven't played Crisis Core since that came out on PSP, so that was, I think, 2010 or so? I could be wrong. I could be confusing it with Birth by Sleep. Oh, it is full-on ridiculous. Which is why it's like I need to bite my tongue, but it's just, long story short, there were people that are very disappointed with the Final Fantasy VII Remake for getting silly or veering off the path of what they remember Final Fantasy VII to be. But if you've played all the rest of the games, or watched Advent Children, played Before Crisis, Crisis Core, Dirge of Cerberus, all of these things, the expanded universe, extremely silly. There's a whole lot of nonsense going on all the time. I, being the weirdo that I am, love it for the nonsense.
Man, I hate airships. I knew I shouldn't have had eggs for breakfast.
Oh, you few.
Sorry, Vince. I don't feel like talking much.
You need to get over that, lady. There's got to be some materia that helps you out with air sickness. I mean, we have materia that resurrects people from the dead, for crying out loud.
You know that little girl? She's locked herself up in the sick bay since we boarded.
Before Crisis, Megara was attacked by a weapon before events episode 7. Huh, I did not know that. I've never gotten my hands on Before Crisis. Because at the time, I thought it was only on Japanese mobile phones, so I never knew if there was a way to play it.
I took part in the Calm operation. That's why this time, baby, I'm not gonna let Deepground...
Yeah, you're not talking to me about lore, I don't care. Gotcha. No, I really should read that sometime. I guess I always had hope that...
Aren't you amazed at all the things technology... If only I could design something...
Yeah, you're not that remarkable. That's just, it's a TV screen, dude. That's all. It changes images. It's nothing that crazy. Anyways, yeah, I really should just read Before Crisis. I always had hope that they would do, like, Kingdom Hearts Coded came out as Kingdom Hearts Recoded on DS. So I kind of always hoped that they would do the same thing with Before Crisis and port it over to PSP or something like that. Here I'm giving the dude a hard time about how it's just TVs, but now I'm like watching it like, oh, I wonder what it's going to show next. Oh, it's got like 4 images. So, yeah, it's fine, it's nice. You win.
That time, she done gone sacrificed everything she had to find that there little
Ever Crisis is going to be an interesting thing. I don't know how I feel about it yet. Like at first glance, first blush, it seemed like an amazing idea, but then they mentioned it's episodic mobile, and
Thanks to Shulk's half of the data,
I don't
I'm able
know.
to make more sense of the report. But I still require more time to piece together the fragments. I will give you all a detailed briefing at the meeting.
But I'm excited for the actual, like, finished, like, here's all of Final Fantasy VII ever, all wrapped in one, consistent package where, ooh, Mega Potions, one consistent package, ooh, and X Potions, and Elixirs, holy shit, I am so happy I have Infinite Gold now, but having it all in one place when it's, finished is going to be very nice. Not necessarily a fan of the whole episodic thing, and it just, you know, little bit by little bit. Accessory reducing recoil, allowing more precise aiming. I don't think recoil's really been a problem. Nothing to modify either, though. So I am excited to an extent. Hopefully it does loop in before Crisis stuff. But the other thing I do like about Ever Crisis is that it is going to actually fix some of that nonsense you're talking about where, you know, if weapons attacked Midgard before, why the hell has that not been referenced anywhere? Oh, by the way, here we're going to reference it, and make it consistent. What is in here? Fuck, there were still places I wanted to look at in the ship. I didn't want to, like, go forward with the story. But I'm in third person, so it's definitely a story going forward now. I love Final Fantasy VII. I'm sorry.
After the assault begins, the headquarters facilities will no longer be available.
I don't like Shulk, though.
And to think, just a few days ago, I was the one who was in there.
Mm-hmm.
No, forget I said anything.
Nope.
What are you working on?
Oh, it's updating my blog.
I'm in the process of modifying this equipment so I can perform an SND, a synaptic net dive.
Oh, no, I was close. Sorry.
Synaptic net dive?
Yeah, what is synaptic net
My
dive?
specialty within the Sviets. While retaining consciousness, I project an image of myself into a virtual reality called a network. I can also use this ability to negotiate with data on the subconscious planes of sentient life forms. However, this often involves a great risk to my own sanity. For Shinra, the success of the SND project was crucial for their next step in... I'm sorry, I seem to have gotten off track.
No, it's literally what I asked you.
Put, I'm creating a personal network terminal within the airship's main control console. What?
Nothing. You just remind me of your sister.
Fucking techies. Next thing you know, you're gonna have a cybernetic arm. You two are gonna go rummaging through the streets Shadowrun style. I can't talk to her, but the camera seemed to jump on her. And she doesn't have an arm anymore. Loving the commentary. Good, I'm happy you're enjoying it. Because some of this just... I don't know. It's fun. You know.
If you don't mind, I need to complete these modifications before...
I do love this all in sincerity. I enjoy it, but I mean, we're hanging out. Gotta have a couple yucks. And I just can't get over the similarities to Kingdom Hearts. They're so flagrant. Uh-oh. What is Yuffie doing?
Alright, our old buddies and the remaining WRO squads will lead the ground assault.
I actually don't know how much of this game is left. Because I thought I was pretty damn near the end. But I don't know what this is about to have me do. And I also remember meeting Cloud at some point, and that has not happened yet.
I see it.
Oh. I guess here's my crew. There's Barrett, Tifa. He's about to be my boy. Yeah.
Time to go. Fenrir.
The OG emo boy.
All right.
Yeah!
Do I play as him? Oof, maybe I'm nowhere near it. There are 12 chapters in this game. Oof. I did not know that. I guess we're not finishing it tonight, but I hope to do a decent dent in it. Sorry if you came here specifically to see how it all ends, because I am going to disappoint you tonight.
Well, we launch our attack from the air.
Right. So, Reed, you ready?
Yes.
Yes, I am. 12 chapters. Oh, shit. I thought there were 10. Cool. I mean, I don't mind playing more. It's also not that long of a game, but
All right.
I just hate telling you, like, we're going to get to the end. And instead, we're just going to start frickin' hacking into people, Lawnmower Man style.
Very well.
How come VR sets don't look that cool in real life?
Successful. Commencing synaptic net dive in 3, 2, 1.
Like, VR headsets need to look like they're out of Tron, but instead we're trying to make them as discreet as possible. Like, someone can't tell that they're wearing a fucking TV on their face. Like, let's not pretend. Let's just embrace how ridiculous it is and go all out looking sci-fi and cyber as hell. I was going to say as F, but, you know, one F-bomb per.
Just as we return to the planet when our lifelight is faded, the planet returns to the cosmos when her time has come. Anything that has definite shape will one day cease to exist. The same is true for this world. Before she takes her final breath,
Yeah, that looks like Earth.
streams that flow freely beneath her crust will be brought together into one. By Omega, the ultimate life form. His purpose? To gather all life, sentient and non, and lead it into the sea of stars, where it will embark on a fabulous journey along a road untraveled. However, when Omega has lifted the life from this planet, all that will remain will be an empty shell destined to die silently in the limitless void of space.
Thoughts on that in a moment. When the cutscene wraps. I am running off the disk as it was required in order to use the cheat codes, so.
The same type of life form as the weapons we encountered 3 years ago. The planet gave birth to these creatures to protect itself, just as the planet will ultimately give birth to the final weapon, Omega, when the end of the world is imminent. In essence, Omega is an elaborate safety mechanism designed solely to maintain and protect the flow of life. Normally, Omega poses no threat to us. It only manifests when the planet has detected something that may cause her danger.
However, Deepground is attempting to awaken the beast early. Thus, the kidnappings.
Why, though? Like, to what benefit? to enjoy some of my liquid death, which is water, not beer, despite the fact that it looks like a beer.
By slaughtering thousands of innocent souls, they are creating a pure life stream in order to trick the planet into thinking the end is near.
Yeah, why those conniving? I don't know what this Vice character is trying, but he's crazy if he thinks we're gonna let him get away with it.
Right.
That's some clean water.
Omega is being revived deep beneath Midgard in Mako Reactor Zero. To increase the output of Reactor Zero, all the other reactors have been tied into its mainframe. Our objective is to destroy 1 through 8 and slow the reanimation process.
Okay.
Mission details for each squad will be relayed separately.
All right, we've still got some time before the big show. You got anything needs tending to? Do it.
Alright. Like, I do need to catch up on, you know, Lost, because at this point it hasn't ended yet, so need to make sure, gotta make sure they get off the island. Alright, let me do something real fast, and we can chat while I'm doing this, so let me go ahead and drop screens, and we can just chat for a moment. Or I forgot I can't see when I'm doing that, because I'm silly. So let me go ahead and hit the temp save, and then I'll go ahead and I'll just chat for a moment while we're doing this. I wish I could still see it. So, yeah, so the universe has its own live stream, the concept there, yes, which is interesting. Because for Final Fantasy VII, as much as, like right now, floating around the internet is that everyone's grumpy with Nomura for pulling his bullshit, and that's why the remake is the remake, and, you know, like I said, I'm not going to go into details, but there's a lot of hoopla and people being upset about the remake being, having some deviations from the main story, and everyone's blaming Nomura, saying that he's on his bullshit that he always is. But the thing is like, the game was originally made by Nomura and Sakaguchi, and as much as everyone wants to say that, well, Nomura's been heavily involved with the writing anyways, a lot of stuff, like any documentation that I've read, books about what was going on at that time, development, whatever you want to call them, dev diaries, Sakaguchi, pretty much Final Fantasy VII was his coping mechanism to deal with his mother's death, which is why Final Fantasy VII, as well as the Spirits Within, because that's where his mind was right then, was trying to figure out what to do with, you know, processing, you know, his mother's death, and then that's why everything's about death and rebirth and returning to the planet, so on and so forth. Where do I have Dirge of Cerberus in here? Sorry, I'm hard drive loading it because apparently we're gonna keep on getting cutscenes at this point. I'd much rather it be quicker than what it was. But yeah, so Sakaguchi, sorry, not Nomura. Sakaguchi was dealing with processing his mother's death, so that's why he wanted to, you know, start reading about all these different theories, and I forget what they call that in Final Fantasy Spirits Within, but the Gaia theory. But that whole concept of returning to the planet, the life force, and all that jazz. So it just, as much as everyone wants to blame Nomura or say that, you know, he's come up with all this nonsense, a huge part of it is actually driven by Sakaguchi, who's trying to make sense of the world and all that. So all this Gaia, the returning to the universe, returning to the planet, like all that started with him. That's why if it seems a little goofy now, you're being a weirdo right now. Is now you're missing the team that was, you know, the driving force behind that. So, alright, so that was Chapter 6, Chapter 7. So I'm in Chapter 7 of 12, so yeah, we got a minute. But yeah, so it's just unfortunate that the team isn't there, so the same oomph, if you will, I don't feel is going to be in place for the final experience. Oh yeah, I'm going to move this, that way you stop being a weirdo with things, and you can just lay down right here. Alright. So we are back. The only thing I had left to see Yeah, that's why, you know, Spirits Within and Final Fantasy VII, it's so weird to me that everyone gave that movie so much shit for being nothing related to Final Fantasy, when the core concepts are almost directly lifted from Final Fantasy VII. I mean, you even have it's effectively all taking place in Midgar, though, because it's all like the future tech and stuff like that. So there isn't the fantasy setting, but you definitely have everything else thematically that's addressed.
I wanted to be in Soldier. But those men and women in Deepground, they're nothing like the guys in the poster I had on my bedroom wall. But you know,
Fucking propaganda.
I wonder if they wanted to be in Soldier, just like me.
Nope,
Hey,
they were
I'm not
models.
soft or anything. I'm ready for action.
Yeah, those weren't actual members of Soldier, unless you were looking at Sephiroth. But I find it hysterical, the idea that Sephiroth, Genesis, and Angeal would just be posing for pictures. That would be funny. Alright, photo shoot, everyone. Just give me more glam, let the hair flow a little bit. Just make sure you're looking into the camera, but not directly into the camera. We gotta make these posters look good. This is how we're recruiting the next line of Soldier. Sephiroth, you're not pouty enough. Alright, so I think that was the only section I need to check out. So I guess we're going back to the main ship. And Sid can take us where he needs to take us. What do you want?
Mr. Valentine, our troops are conducting their final preparations for the assault. I've been ordered to not let anyone pass.
Ah. Sorry, let me... Lower decks. This is where it came up. So maybe this isn't where I've been before. Everything kind of looks the same. It's that good old PS2. Let's reuse skins. Yeah, I definitely was not inside the engine core. Hi.
Hope I'm not petting her the wrong way.
Whoa, what are we petting?
Before we get to Midgar, I'll have this baby
Oh, it's not a kitten, it's a ship, and her name's Shira. Named after a woman that's still alive. Come on. Oh. There you go.
Our team of loyal scientists here at the World Regenesis Organization or those criminals at Shinra weren't involved either. To tell you, most of the machinery in the engine room is boxed up in black casing, so we don't even know what half of it does. Oh, no. There's no need to worry. Even though we cannot reproduce the technology, we can still put it to good use. I can almost guarantee there'll be no problems. Almost.
That's so weird. I don't remember that. And I don't remember if they go into detail about that. I really hope they do. Because the only technology that really existed before Final Fantasy VII that they would be unknown would be from the Cetra, and they were people of the planet. They weren't really technology people. They're more like shaman. Like they talk to the earth and stuff. So that'll be interesting how they feel like explaining that away. Anyways. I guess that's that. Let's see if we can continue our journey. It'd be funny if this was Chapter 7. Like, literally just going around about saying, hey, I'm Vincent. Do your best, guys. Good job. Way to go, Yuffie. Nice eggs. Are you still sick?
Did you hear? They attacked Wu Tai as well. Thanks to my dad and the Wu Sheng. Things didn't turn out as bad as they could have, but I'm worried about my old man. He's not as young as he used to be. He's gonna have a heart attack one of these days, if not give me one.
Her dad's got to be like 45. Come on, Yuffie. Someone's a little dramatic. 45's not that old, lady. Freaking Bugenhagen is like 135, 6, something like that. You know, Red 13's grandfather.
Vince, don't worry about the reactors. We'll take care of those. You work on those
It's
four.
a nice sunset.
I don't like letting you have all the fun, but You know I can't leave my baby here alone. Cloud and the others will be shutting down the power. And there's no way we're letting Yuffie go down there by herself. Sorry, buddy. Looks like from here on out, it's Vince versus the Sviets. We're counting on you, old pal.
I already forget what they refer to. The people who saved the world, the planet the first time.
Yeah, but just look at Kate. I mean, Reed. When the
It's
hell
Ket
did he
She.
become so important? All this you see around you, everything here, he put up the gill for it. Of course, that's on the condition that I help him save the world. What I want to know is where he got that kind of cash.
God, he's got a really... Not Adam Baldwin. Whichever Baldwin was in friggin' Biodome. Sid's got a real that look, that Baldwin.
When all this is over, how about we grab a couple of cold ones? Just like the good old days, huh? Even Cher's been worried about you. And you know how she gets.
No, how does she get, Vincent? Or, damn it, Sid. Why don't you tell me? How do I continue the mission? How do I go to different floors? Huh. Well, this is unfortunate. I don't know where I'm supposed to go now. I guess I can walk around and talk to everyone again. Which is not what I thought this would be. But, you know, as much crap as I'm giving it, it is an RPG, and I guess that is what you do in RPGs. Just not used to it in this RPG. I'm used to turning into a beast and shooting things. And spinning the camera wildly. Hey, Reeve.
So, no costume today.
Headquarters was pretty much destroyed by the Deepground forces. But I was able to salvage a few things.
Number 6, ready for action.
Number 6. Novi. So what about number 6?
Tell me, Ree. Who's backing your operation?
Actually, I'm not sure. I've only met with a representative. However, the WRO is crucial for this planet's survival. I'm not concerned with the reasons this person has for helping us. As long as he continues writing checks.
There's only one person that has that money in this world.
Though, I have a feeling it is probably
Yeah.
someone who believes he is in debt to the planet.
Yeah, as I say, Rufus Shinra is the only person that has money. Jeff Bezos' money.
Vincent, you should probably think of getting some rest. Things are gonna get really nutty really soon.
Talking to a robot cat with a crown on its head. Already pretty goddamn nutty. Also, I don't really sleep. I lay in coffins. Let me see if I can find my way. Oh, yeah, good point. Dio. Dio. Like the band. Holy diver. That guy. No, he's definitely loaded because he's taking everyone's money. What's up, little hacker? But he doesn't feel indebted to anyone.
So tired. Vincent Valentine.
You don't have to use my last name.
This feeling. Is this what you meant? By doing something for someone
you care about?
No.
It seems so.
Dr. Crescent's data has begun defragmenting within my mind. I can see many different images. Images she experienced with you.
Uh-oh.
Interference, recovery. So tired.
And she's pooped. And hello? Shulk! Shalua! Not to be confused with the coffee and rum based beverage. Kahlua! Alright, let's see. Holy diver! Yeah, I forgot about Dio. The dude who owns Gold Saucer. I wonder where he made his money prior to Gold Saucer. What do you want?
You know that little girl? She's locked herself up in the sick bay since we...
Yeah, I know you told me that. I thought you had new info. Dio is like the Vince McMahon of this world. He makes all his money in entertainment, and while he has a pretty penny, he is not of the most wealthy. Not hidden technology from an ancient civilization money. Yeah.
Just like the good old days, huh?
Oh my god. Sorry. Getting a little impatient because I don't know what to do. I've talked to everyone. I've done everything I need. I'm ready to begin the mission. And there's nothing on the map. Like, usually there's like a go here icon, but I got nothing. Can't talk to Shalua. Talk to Shulk. Talk to Reeve. Talk to Yuffie. Talk to Sid. So the only thing I got left is this section where they didn't want me to go up. The section they didn't want me to go earlier, but I guess we're ready now. Good. Oh, forgot about that, my pacemaker. Fuck, I knew I shouldn't have skipped that doctor's appointment. Chaos. Omega.
But are you worried about the assault? No way.
You should be worried.
Vincent.
What? There you go. Find your humanity, boy. I was about to vamp out on those ladies. Not the sparkly kind.
Happening.
God, that gauntlet is huge.
A dream.
Nope.
Am I losing control?
Not good.
Okay, dogs, it's time! All hands to battle stations!
A simultaneous attack from land and air. I think they may be serious this time.
They had better be. I've been so bored lately.
His awakening is near. Let tonight be the final chapter.
That's some S&M stuff. Like, what practical reason is there to wear a mask that tapes off your mouth? Not to mention you're in a straitjacket? A gimp suit? Come on, dude. Does he have a zipper? How does he eat? Some Braveheart shit.
Valentine.
What's this?
What's this?
Yep. Damn it. That's what I
The
said.
phone. I retrieved it in COM. I've modified it slightly. Just dial #VIN to contact my personal terminal directly. From this workstation, I can perform a synaptic net dive into almost any network system in Midgar. I may also be able to help guide you into Deepground.
Damn, now that's a smartphone.
It's not what you think. By monitoring your movement, Dr. Crescent's data fragments are restored within me. I'm simply providing this service for my own benefit.
I didn't say anything.
Anyway, my resources here are limited. Do not expect too much.
I'm counting on you, Shulk.
It's half the game is cutscenes up to 10. Gameplay takes a backseat. You are not wrong.
It's just... I've never actually been... counted on by anyone before. Never mind.
Well then, can I count on you to keep an eye on the airship while we're away as well?
Huh?
I have already witnessed your strength and skill once. This is war, and we have to be ready for anything. Your assistance would be of great help.
My... assistance?
Exactly.
Commissioner!
Ah, excuse me. Vincent, I will see you again before deployment. And Shell, remember, I'm counting on you.
You'll do fine, kid. Where you going, bud? What you hear? Oh, she's gonna end up sacrificing herself.
No, I have no one. No one to fight for.
Maybe you
no one at all.
You just don't know it yet. Don't worry, kid. You'll wake up one day. You'll see what's out there.
This is it. Go!
Man, Kojima doesn't have shit on these cutscenes. That's all I'm saying. Metal Gear Solid 4 is like 45-minute cutscene. Bullshit. We've got that covered. Years ahead of that. We don't need no fancy PS3. God, it does make me wonder how much of this DVD was just straight up cutscene, though. Wow, a war scene. That looks like that'd be fun to play.
Hatch open. Prepare for drop.
Hacker mode. Activate.
See you boys later. Going down.
God, how many times can we destroy Midgar?
Advance squad away. Secondary squad, prepare for drop.
Get her a mech. That's what she needs. I do like that this is all consistent with Advent Children. Like, all the models are pretty much ripped straight out of that. Nice one, Canonical. You are not wrong. So, Cloud gets to fight one of the bosses? I'm not going to beat Cloud, FYI.
What the?
Wow, I just abandoned ship, huh? Good thing I could hang 10 and do some sweet flips on my surfboard.
Lost. Damage to the Shara minimal.
Damn! They're gonna pay for that.
Yeah, that's the point. We're gonna kill them. Oh, trick shot. Oh, okay, this is straight 90s. Like, late 80s, early 90s surfer shit. Cool, you landed. Hey, it's the cover! Yay! Well, not the cover, but... Oh, sorry. The reverse. Check that out. That's this right now. That's going on. That's when everyone showed up. They're all in the game now. Except for Red 13. He hasn't appeared yet. But nobody likes him anyways. Beep, 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 beep. Yo.
What do you think you're doing? You have landed several clicks off your target destination. However,
Damn, she low-jacked my ass.
This could work to your advantage. Head for the central complex and locate a means of reaching the top level. You will only be able to enter Deepground from the upper platform. I'll contact you again. Shout out.
Oh my god, I get to play again? That is crazy. See if I still have this up. Control Shift T. I think it got closed by Goya. I just want to try and look something up real fast. Alright. Sorry, trying to figure out where I'm at in the game and what I have as far as the chapter to go. Alright. Oh my goodness, we are back to playing, gentlemen. Ladies, gents, and fine folk of the chat. So it looks like I have turned off the one-hit kill when I switched from the disk to the hard drive load. But I think with all the upgrades that we paid for and all the money I have, I think we'll be quite okay. Not really worried. Or I should say I have enough of an advantage to where we should be in good order. And if not, there's always next time. Yeah, nothing worth buying. Okay, good. Yeah, I've got enough advantage where I'm not worried about it. I say that before I get to the next boss.
Mr. Valentine! We missed our landing point. This looks like
The old Sector 7 slums. A train graveyard.
Yes, it does.
Sir, I've received a radio transmission reporting the remaining air squads have reached the upper level plates and joined the ground forces.
Cool.
Fine.
Sir? Requesting permission to accompany you until we've reached the complex.
Sure.
Do as you wish.
Sir!
I don't care.
Thank you, sir!
Not actually part of the WRO, you guys know. Like, I don't follow the division anywhere, so. Escort mission. Oh, yeah, that's not what I wanted. Hey, babysitting. Looks like I'm still one-shotting people for the most part, so I'm good with that. And no high potion. I love that Vincent is like Ralphie from what is that? Christmas Story. Can't put my arms down. He does just keep this gun up at all times. Forget who noticed that in the last stream, if it was canonical or someone else noticed it, but it's just funny to me now. I can't unsee the fact that all he does is just stick his arm out.
Okay.
Eat a mega potion, grab a fresh one. Now we are back in the game. Actually doing some stuff, which is nice. They really do love the train graveyard, though. I feel like it's come up in every version of Final Fantasy VII.
I was born in Midgar.
Yeah, a lot of people were.
My brother and I used to play here all the time. My mom didn't approve, though.
Sounds like a crappy parent.
After she died,
Oh,
my
my
brother
bad.
joined a Shinra resistance group, but was killed when the plate fell in. I can't believe this place is still here.
Lieutenant! Soldiers! The enemy's almost here! Take that! And that!
Damn it, bless it. Can't see on some of these SD games. I have trouble seeing the enemies just because it's so low res. Either it's too dark or I just can't see the tiny amount of pixels. Oh, that was... I'm an idiot. Over here fighting with the freaking villain. Oh, where's that elixir? I don't know why people are dropping good shit all of a sudden, but I'm okay with it. Yeah, I do need to look up the composer afterwards. Fairly certain I have the soundtrack elsewhere. Whoa! You bastard, you almost got me. You got me good. Let's reload. It's been a while since I've listened to the soundtrack. I remember listening to it a bunch back in like 2011 or 12 when I first got my current house. Because I was, I think 2012-ish. Just because I was writing a bit more back then than I am now. Definitely a lot more than I am now, but... Alright, you want me using machine guns? I'll use machine guns. Oh, I got a sneeze coming on. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I said excuse me, Goya. Thank you. Alright, card key. Well, that's a bummer. Yeah, I mean, I assume I'm still on Chapter 7. Because if Chapter 7 was literally just the entire ship and walking around, that'd be bizarre to me. So if I'm on 7 out of 12, even if I'm on 8 out of 12, there's still quite a bit to go. This is the obvious ending, the obvious climax.
Central complex. You must proceed through this maze of decommissioned train cars. However, I have received reports that beyond the graveyard are some of the enemy's most powerful
defenses.
All right. We'll see what I can do.
Wait! I can't let you go without backup.
Really? You're gonna try and back me up?
Sid said, your job is to live. If you come with me, chances are you'll all die.
Understood. I'll remain here until the current situation has improved. Good luck, sir.
Sir!
I've got a beast within me that I'm just waiting to let loose. And boy, I will tear you up. Alright. Alright, so I can't buy anything. Maybe some bullets. Alright, so that's all good. Yeah, another game, it does drive me insane when games do that. Another game that really pulled the, like, oh, here's the ending, just kidding. Here's the ending, just kidding. Tales of Vesperia. The game was horrible for, like, giving you what seems like an obvious conclusion to the game, and then they tag on 10 more hours. And then you wrap that up, and then there's 10 more hours. It's like, dude, you guys need to get your shit together. Like, understand. Like, I'm all for extending a game, but, like, that first ending was, like, 60, 65 hours through. And then the second ending, then, like I said, was, like, 75 hours through, maybe 80. And then the final wrap of the game, I think I was just short of 90 hours. But then, even on top of that, there was, like, bonus material that they unlocked towards the end of the game. So I ended up putting, I think, 110 hours into Tales of Vesperia. So they definitely did not need any buffer on that freaking game. Who? I don't know. I can't see him. I'm just gonna keep running. Besides, who shoots freaking Vincent Valentine? Fools. Oh. And that was on me. Oof. Who's shooting? Oh. Let me, switch guns. Wow, this is not good. Thank you. Thank you. Is there a third? Handle those. It feels good to snipe in video games. Usually I'm pretty awful at it. That's why I'm slow to actually get to it, but it's nice when it actually works out. Forget what video game I was just playing recently, but I was trying to get through a level, and then it didn't dawn on me just because from growing up playing, not growing up, but through playing Dungeons and Dragons throughout the years, I've come to the understanding of every enemy you kill is XP waiting to be had. So I usually don't walk away from an encounter because that's XP I'm leaving on the table. But the game I was playing, I realized that there is no XP for killing enemies. It is literally just a waste of resources. And then it's just a matter of how do I get around these things without dying. And I don't know why, it just wasn't fun for me at that point. Like, just the idea of just avoiding combat in situations, or in games where 80% of the game is combat, it's not really a win at that point. Once again, like, you know, I was talking about Final Fantasy VII earlier in the stream, like when I cheated it, and then I eliminated any need for armor, gear, upgrades, leveling, new limit breaks, like all that just became useless because just went into combat and like auto win, auto win, auto win. I just ran myself in a circle. So it's just one of those things where it's weird to me. Did I go backwards? You all just let me run in a circle backwards. Come on now. Really, I blame Goya. It's usually his fault. Do I seriously have to kill, like, every... I don't even know where those bullets are coming from at this point. It seems like they're just ambiance. Or whatever. Alright. Whoa. She's Louise-y. Wish there was a Final Fantasy VII VR experience. Like, they have it for, Final Fantasy 15, there's the fishing game. And that's a hoot. And even Kingdom Hearts has this weird, like, VR, like, re-experience the magic of the games, thing going on. That's on PSVR. And, you know, it's just nice because it does, like, a little recap of each game, done in VR with, like, fireworks, and you're, like, sitting on a ledge, or you're in some environment from the Kingdom Hearts universe. It's nice. It's just, it's nothing crazy, and it's not even really a game. It's just something to watch, but it's just cool to kind of... I'm a big fan of VR. I like being in environments, and feeling like I'm a part of the world, but not like Little Mermaid, part of your world. It's just a matter of... It's just nice, even if there isn't a whole lot to do. Like, this came to mind because right now this feels like an on-rails shooter a bit. Kind of like there is some games on a quest called Star Wars, what is it, Episode Vader or something like that. But just being in the Star Wars world and walking around is cool.
Vincent Valentine.
People love using my last name.
There's no way out of here.
None. I looked all over, but found nothing. It looks like we're both stuck in here.
Nope.
Shelk.
Vincent Valentine.
Operator, I need an exit. Oh, this isn't the Matrix? My bad.
The only way out of the graveyard is through a nearby underground passage.
Where?
I'm uploading the location now.
Mr. Wizard, get me out of here. For the underground passage.
Also, up ahead, Deepground has established a heavy line of defense.
Okay.
You probably won't even break a sweat. But I thought I would let you know.
Yep, not a problem. That's what I do. Ah, flip phones. I like that he got a flip phone custom made with his own emblem on it. Like, that's not just like something he picked up at the store. He had to like special order that on Etsy or something like that. Uh-oh, you know what that means. Alright, so we're all good. I wish there was just a buy max ammo and call it a day. Defeat Deepground Commander. Vice? Vice is no good for you, baby. Yeah, you's dead. Ain't no mountain high enough. Alright. Come on. How are you stronger than the boss? Alright, handgun bullets. Just give up already. Do find it amusing when they're talking about chaos. Oh, there goes my token. Not my token, but my thingy to shoot. That unlocks the hitting ending if I find one of those on every level. Which I don't know how many I found. I wonder if at some point the game actually tells me. So I feel like I've gotten a fair amount of them. Maybe not everyone, but I feel like, yeah, definitely over 70%. Ooh, full up on elixir, am I? Let me go ahead and pop that then. I have too many items. Alright, replenish it. Let me switch to a different item. Let me go ahead and put it on Limit Breaker. Because those are full up too. I can go into beast mode if I need to. Yeah. Brought a sword to a gunfight. Come on, man. You know better than that. Where were you when your buddy just got murdered? You've got me? Really? It's rather ballsy of you. Get to see someone that's gotten me. Fools. Fool of a toque. Alright, let's see. What time is it? It is 9:38. So, since I am absolutely not going to be beating this tonight, I will definitely finish this level. I plan on going to at least 10 o'clock, so another 20-some minutes, depending on where I'm at in the level. Because I'm not going to make the big grind to finish it out. But I do want to make a good dent. At least finish this level, watch another 4 hours of cutscenes, and then probably end the stream at that point. Or chat it up for a minute if y'all want. I need to get good with, so I'm learning Canonical, I'm sure you're in the same boat. Like, I'm learning a little bit more with Twitch and stream culture and all this good stuff. And one of the things that I'm trying to get good with is, I guess with culture of this is I should be raiding someone else's stream and carrying everyone over. But I don't want to do that to y'all just yet.
What's wrong?
The approaching Deepground squad. No, it's nothing. I'll contact you again. Aerial troopers. Good luck, Vincent.
Oh, she stopped saying my last name. That's nice. Other stuff like raids where, like, if I've had a stream or two where there's a couple people and if we're all having a good time, even if I'm done streaming, it's one of those things where we could jump over to another person that I follow stream. I've had a couple people, like Gamer Fox, Travis, go ahead and end his stream and then bring people over to my stream, which was pretty cool to have a couple new people drop in. So I would like to get back into, or get into the habit of returning the favor. Obviously not just dumping you guys on anyone, but cool people worth your time or worth following, good conversations, or usually into the same games. Because why not? Have some good times, right? I just killed you. Yeah, I'm mostly in the same boat, Canonical. It's just, I think on Wednesday nights now, it looks like when I end my stream is, like I said, when my buddy Travis is starting, because he's in Hawaii. I'm not sure if you follow him or not, but yeah, so he's in Hawaii. So when I'm getting ready to wrap and go to bed, he's getting home from work, just finished dinner, and is setting up his stream. So it kind of like times out perfectly. 21 minutes. God, I felt like I spent a legit 45 minutes on that damn ship. Level 19. I wonder what level this goes up to. I miss playing a proper RPG. And I need to, Canonical, I think it's Sunday nights you've been doing your stream for, the Trails game. So I think I need to jump in on that and see what you got going there. Fight for the Central Complex. Because it's hard to find time to play all the RPGs. Trails. It's Tuesday, Wednesday, damn it. Well, I need to figure out how I'm going to get my RPG fixed then. Because I got some time tomorrow and I don't want to start up a new RPG. I started playing Persona 4 Dancing All Night again, which isn't a super long commitment, but it's still one of those things where it's like, I'm already playing so many games, I really need to focus. Focus is not something I'm good at lately. Oh, that's cool. Oh, maybe I can hit that up then. Enjoyed watching, I have caught you on stream, more than once with that, so I've enjoyed watching those. Anime bullshit. I just did a shop. Why are they already offering me shops? Other than the fact that I forgot to buy bullets and they knew that I did, so thank you, game. Bunch of mind readers. I've changed my setup a little bit, by the way. How have my levels been? As far as, like, I'm assuming you hear me just fine. I don't know if I'm going too loud ever. I tried moving it that way, mess with things that way there'd be less background noise. By background noise, I mean Goya, throwing stuff off the counters and whatnot. Alright, cool. Thank you. Wasn't sure. I should probably should ask that, you know, hours ago when the stream started, but... It's a lot of crates. Cargo, 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 and there's nothing in them. Alright. What are you guys aiming at? It's a corner. See, this is why we need to drug test before you join the WRO. Got a bunch of people tripping balls, pointing their guns at walls. It sounds silly, but let me go ahead and pop this. Transformation unlocked. Limit breaker retrieved. Alright, so that's where I came in, so this is probably where I need to go. That's one thing that's definitely improved over the years with games is freaking... Oops. AI is one of those things where we don't talk about a ton, but it's definitely improved over the years. And it is nice because, boy oh boy, in the Xbox 360 generation did any allies you had walking with you in games would be completely useless. Thinking to like Gears of War or the Ghostbusters game that came out. Like that game was, I watched my brother play a chunk of that, and his teammates would just watch him get downed, and then that game didn't kill you when you got downed. You would just stay downed until an enemy or ally got you, and the allies would just dance around him and keep fighting enemies all day. So he would just watch them play the game for him. So it just AI has been so dumb throughout the years. That's something that I've definitely appreciated with PS4 and now PS5. This potion, card key. One thing that has been nice with the stream, you know, I haven't really talked about a whole lot, but with the time of the stream, it plays out nicely because I've started doing intermittent dieting or eating or whatever it is, basically where I just don't eat for 16 hours straight and then I eat for 8 hours, or within an 8-hour window. So it's nice with the stream because normally if I start at 7:30, I just won't eat for the rest of the night, and since I'm tied up, I'm not thinking about it. So that part's cool. I can't shoot them. It's a nice little side benefit of doing the stream, is that I'm just not even thinking about eating during that time. So then I'll go to bed, I'll wake up, skip breakfast, and then start eating like 11 a.m. my time. Oh, fuck. And then I'm fine until, like I said, the next day, more or less. Like from 11 till 6. So, like, I'll eat before the stream, and then that'll be that for the night, which is cool. Works out very nicely. And I've yet to get... Oh, motherfucker. That was bullshit. It's not even worth it. I've yet to get hangry with anyone, which is nice. With my coworkers, I was a little bit concerned at, you know, start of the day and people are just got on your damn nerves, and it's like, alright, it's probably going to be a problem if I'm not eating in the morning. I'm not doing any drinks with calories either in it, so that's helped out a ton too. So if you ever see me drinking a Coke during the stream or anything colored, you probably want to yell at me. Only you can prevent Pump from drinking horrible shit. Or forest fires. And by you, I mean the generic everyone. So really, everyone can prevent forest fires. And I can prevent myself from drinking garbage. It's so good. I really enjoy my Coke. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Oh, you's dead, lady. I'm almost dead, too. Stupid robot. Storming the Normandy like that. Is that gonna happen again? Ooh, no, but I get to shop, so that's cool. Because I just burned my potions. Man, I really do burn through a lot of ammo. Whoa, that's weird. Good God. How do I switch? How did that not? Good God. That dude is freaking loaded. Man, there better be something good down here. I'm gonna eat a potion. Yes, I eat my potions. I chew my liquids. Alright. Man, I hope that's something good down here. Rifle bullets 10. Yeah, because I use those. And he dropped a potion. I'm so confused. What the hell was that all about? Alright. Let's go ahead and continue. 3 points of contact. Safety first, kids. Make sure when you climb the ladder, you have 3 points of contact. Now, I thought about it at one point. It was a silly little thing, but I was thinking about streaming like Final Fantasy Tactics with job classes and stuff like that, and actually talk about jobs on here. Just because I thought it'd be kind of funny. Like, oh, look at us poking fun of the fact that in real life, it's boring as shit, but in video games, we're all excited for it. Because I had a coworker who just got promoted, and like, she was going into the promotion, she ended up talking to me about like interview tactics and blah blah blah. And it's like, you know, I really should just talk about that on stream and just have some fun with it for a moment, because you know that's what talking jobs is fun. But like I said, I just find it funny, like in video games, job classes is fantastic, and I'll talk about that shit all day long. And min-maxing, or like Final Fantasy XII, all the fun different combinations you could build, or even in tactics, anything in the world of Ivalice, I guess. It's just kind of funny to me. These are the simple things that amuse me throughout the day, by the way. I guess this is the way I want to go. Because it looks kind of just like a brick wall. Oh. Alright, let me go back. I hate doing this. I hate whenever there's like a diversion path in something. It's like, I always want to know what the optional one is, because I will 100%... Ah, fuck. How am I supposed to assist them? I'm not good at life. Man, I got some kick on these freaking rifle rounds. God damn it. I am not gonna... Oh, come on, dude. You gotta be kidding me. It was annoying. It's okay, Goy. I can see through you. You're Mr. Cellophane. I guess I'll just aim here and the enemies will just keep lining up. I don't know. It seems to work out fairly good so far. Let's see, 1 round, 2 round, done. Hi. Headshot. Cool, I got the deactivation. I didn't think that was going to happen after I completely botched it. So I'm assuming that this is the optional path. What the hell is that all about? You motherfucker! Oh. So the part I'm confused about, more so than anything, is I carry a phoenix down on me that's supposed to resurrect me when I die. How does that work, and why does it not work right there? Where does it make me restart canonical? I'd like to think there's a checkpointing system, but I don't think I'm that lucky. This isn't that far back. Thankfully, there's a checkpoint. So is it a timed thing? Well, fuck. Clearly, it's not working the way I tried it right now, so... That sucks. I wish I knew that beforehand. guess this isn't that far back. When was the last time you played this, Canonical? You seem to have a very good grasp on this game. Whoa. What is this room? Daddy likes. Man, you got some good memory. Wish I had that. Because I definitely, a lot of this game is a blur. Man, that sucks. That, it is unfortunate that I do not know how to play games. That's annoying. Alright, let me go to normal potion. Eat those puppies. I have to go back to the machine, make sure I'm stocked up. Good, got those shots down. Let's see what else we got going on. Card key. So that I'll use for this, and then I use that to open up this. And I think that's the correct path to go. So let me go back and do that weird shoot them through the whole thing after I run back and max out my... Whoa. Yeah, okay, this is the right way. Get back here. Buy my potions. I am going to have to heal up and then I'll continue on. Alright. Alright, good. Let's go. Let's go. Safety first. Don't want to take any chances. Can't believe I let those barrels blow me up, especially because they freaking just fell and exploded. That was ridiculous. $50 says I do it again too. Bet you any money. Any money. Or $50 more specifically, because I guess that's what I just said. Alright, you stay down. Yep. It's all good, Khaleesi. Besides, we're just doing the same thing we did a minute ago. Games used to be different, didn't they? Like, design-wise, it was a lot more just like, what weird activities can we put in this game for you to do? Like, there's a story in there for you to absorb throughout here and there, but for the most part, it's just like, what activities can we give you? Regardless of how nonsensical they are. Oh, I fucking killed that WRO member so hard. Back up, dude. Oh. I didn't do it! That wasn't me. You can't blame me. I thought about it, but I didn't actually do it. Unless I did it with my mind. Is Vincent a psychic vampire? Or is he just a normal I drink your blood type of vampire? God, what is the point of all this? There's probably going to be nothing up here. Ooh, there is something up here. Stuff I don't actually need. Ooh, a G report. I don't know what that is, but it sounds cool. Well, I know what it is, but I mean, I wonder what that means in context of the game. Wonder how well received. I know you said that IGN gave this a 7 out of 10. Wondering how well this was received in Japan, though. Because this is a heavy deviation from anything Final Fantasy. So I also don't think Vincent was very... I didn't think he was a popular character over there either. Goya's up top, alright. Oh, you fucked, lady. Shit, I'm probably... No, okay, I'm good. Man, these WRO members are dying left and right. They clearly did not enjoy Vincent's... God damn it, I keep calling him Vincent. Sid's pep talk. Good God. What's with this level? Like, I don't remember any other levels giving me, like, goal after goal after goal. And, like, defeat all this, defeat all that, do all this, survive all this. Like, all these little submissions. Dare I say this is the filler content of the game? Almost like the ending should have happened by now. Or they're like, hey, if we do the big epic finale after the CGI cutscene, that's too soon. Let's put in some more. Let me refill my ammo. Oof. I don't know what that is, but I felt that shit in my Rumble controller. Alright. Time to break out the big guns. And that's what they said. Ugh, god damn it. Wish I had my Sephiroth mode on still. Sup, Kalisti? How you doing tonight anyways? What is it, like 3 a.m. there or something? I definitely need to buy some stuff. Not necessarily the bullets, but I need to heal. Then I'll buy more potions. What is this? Is the game dev stuff a hobby or is that a career for you? I don't think I've ever heard you mention one way or another on that. I know you're doing a ton of it, but didn't know if it was professionally paid for you or not.
More human than you.
more human than I?
More human than human. More human than human.
Tell me something I don't already know, darling. I'm a Tsviet. I traded away my human weaknesses for power long ago. 'Tis the path I've chosen, and the path I'll tread, till I've sucked all life from this pitiful world. And I'm not going to
Cool.
let you get in the
So
way.
professional. Good to know.
You've lived long enough, Vincent Valentine, and I'll make sure you don't come back this time. By slicing you into pieces.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I do not think so. Switch to my rifle. Oof, no, that's not worth it. Fucking, I'm gonna break up the machine gun on her. Oh, maybe machine gun's a bad idea. Ooh, cutscene.
Do you know why they call me the Crimson, darling?
Because you're red cape?
Let me show you.
No, I wanted you to tell me. Bloodburst, Rosso?
You insect.
I'm not a fucking... You called me an insect? That's rude. Please show me the professional courtesy of... Oh, fuck it. Where is my... About to rage on her.
You won't get away.
Turbo boost. Alright. God, that does like no damage to her. Let me go punch her. Oh yeah, that does a little bit more. Rage! I rock rough and stuff with my afro puffed rage. Rock on with your bad self. Or not. Jesus, come on, Vincent Valentine. You're an embarrassment. You're nothing without the proto-materia. This lady is kicking my butt. See if I get enough interest and hope to eventually really switch. That's a cost a bit more. Hey man, I will hype you up as much as I can when you get to that point. You got a Steam release, I will purchase that thing and I will direct as many people as I know towards it. So. What are these? Dare I say I may even stream it if that is something you're interested in. I don't know. Some people are weird about that, where it's like, no, I want people to actually just buy my game. It's like, okay, that's cool. I can do that too. Yeah, believe it or not, I am not locked into just playing bad Final Fantasy RPGs. I can play other things. It'd probably be a nice change of pace too.
Clumsy boy.
This is one tough little lady. Cool. Well, fight just went well, and I thank you for that, Canonical. You made that happen. You believed in me, so thank you. But you have yourself a good night, man. I'll see you, Canonical.
Someone stronger. Absurd.
Hail Vice. No, I've never played Breath of Fire or Lufia.
But the mighty Azul awaits. I shall not grant you the pleasure of killing Rosso the Crimson. No one will ever stand above me. No one! No one! No one!
Pretty sure if I drove you to kill yourself, I still get the kill. End scene. If Disney has taught me anything, when a villain falls to their death, they don't actually die. So, I don't have a whole lot of faith in the fact that she will not be back. So let's see. So yeah, classic 16 beta. Yeah, I know. I've heard that. I was talking to Gamer Fox, and he's telling me that was specifically Lufia was a good game, and I know he's a big fan of Breath of Fire 1 and 2. First Breath of Fire I played was Breath of Fire 3 on PlayStation 1. It was over a friend's house, so I didn't get to keep playing through it. Got maybe 2 hours of play on it. And then I had to go home, and then he ended up playing the game without me and beat it, so I just never got to see any more of it. Mm-mm. 2.5 graphics. Yeah, that would be fun. Really wish that more games would do that 2.5H or the yeah. Yes, sorry, I was gonna say the 2D HD, but I get what you're saying. That makes sense. Let's see. Yeah, 3. It seemed like it was gonna be a really good time. I just, like I said, unfortunately didn't get to see it through. Back in the day, we used to, you rent games for a period and then return them. So, sorry, I'm turning to look because I was like, I thought I heard someone knocking on my door, and I forgot. In the U.S. right now, it's 4th of July, so what that means is that everyone's blowing off fireworks now. Which thankfully my cats don't mind. They really don't react to fireworks. Unfortunately, I know a lot of friends where that is not the case for their dogs. So, ooh, an optional attachment that automatically reload a weapon when it runs out of ammo. That sounds sweet. Can I modify that bad boy? No, I can't. Yeah, video rental used to be a thing. Let's get through these cutscenes, and I think I will end up calling it for the night.
The ground squads have not been able to penetrate the deep ground defenses. The Mako reactors are still operating at full capacity.
So it seems.
What's your location?
Shinra building. Or what remains of it.
The same as it was 3 years ago. Though after Meteor Fall, there wasn't much left of Midgar at all. With the exception of Deepground.
Of course. Gotta have the villains.
The passage to Deepground should be located within Shinra building. Search for the President's personal entrance.
All right.
God damn it. There I go, transforming again.
Is something wrong?
Sorry, I don't know why that amused me so much. No.
What's going on?
Nothing planned. I'm just tired.
Why is chaos?
Why now?
Why now?
It was just it was a late night last night for me, due to personal reasons. But I was up until like 3:30 a.m. Then I had to be up after 5 hours. So.
Control chaos. Now that you've lost it, your mental state has become extremely unstable.
So I'm running off of 5 hours of sleep, which I realize is not the end of the world, but I'm used to getting between 7 and 8. So it's cut me a bit shy. Plus, it was a longer work week, anyways. So after this, it's just chilling for the rest of the night. Probably watch Futurama before bed.
You had it extracted from your chest by Rosso.
Mm-hmm. Why didn't I take it back from her?
Chaos. While a part of you, the entity exists independently from the rest of your body.
Shell?
Chaos. The harbinger of anarchy.
Lucrezia.
Born before the planet dies. He shall gather together all life for Omega's journey to the Sea of Stars. That is chaos. And he slumbers inside you. I'm so sorry. You must fight him. I don't want you to die.
Lucrezia.
It's so weird to me that there's so many near apocalyptic events happening in Final Fantasy VII all at the same time, or within like a 5-year window. I mean, between Sephiroth, between the first time Sephiroth had his issue, apparently Canonical was saying that weapon attack during Before Crisis, which is, not that long before Final Fantasy VII, so like, a short window, like almost everything is trying to kill this planet.
Engine room!
What is wrong?
Don't have a damn clue. All of a sudden, engine levels began dropping like crazy. We haven't taken any direct hits, so everything should be running like clockwork.
I will go have a look.
Thanks. Counting on you.
Everyone keeps telling her that. Whoa. Yeah, sorry, man. I wish I could do something about it. I really can't, though.
Fancy meeting you here, Shell.
There's some pretty good fireworks going off.
Quite unexpected.
Why did you come here, Nero?
Why? I was short a few souls and came to collect.
What did you do with the crew?
Need you ask? Look around. My mission is complete.
Killed the robot cat?
And what do we think we are doing?
I don't really know. However, since coming here, I've realized one thing. I don't want to let down anyone who's counting on me.
Pure nonsense.
Nonsense? Perhaps.
Whoa. It's a weird chicken dude. This dude's serious. Took the gloves off. Not quite sure what just happened there. That can't be good, though. Please don't make me go up 60 floors of stairs. Alright, good. So I'm going to go ahead and do this temp save thing and call it for a night. I am quite happy with the cheat codes, letting me get a little bit of edge with money, so that's no longer an issue, so that's kind of cool. Let me jump back to just... No, I appreciate you hanging out, man. It's always a good time. Enjoy our conversations. I realized that tonight was a little bit more cutscene heavy than usual, but, you know, I always appreciate you hanging in chat. It's usually a good conversation with a billion different people coming and going. I don't know, it's a cool hangout. You know, it's funny to me because I'm an internet junkie. I have been for years. So being able to actually hang out with people in some way, shape, or form, like back in 2000, I used to hang out in EverQuest all the time. Like we talked about that before, but you know, I spent all the time playing EverQuest with people that I knew, and like I don't have that exchange anymore. Like there was a while where you know, either hung out on the joystick forums and chit-chatted with folks on there talking about video games, but eventually that shut down and that migrated to Twitter. It's fun to BS on there, but it's different like having an activity to hang out with for a period of time versus, you know, like BSing on Twitter is a good time, but there's a lot of check in now, and then I'll check back in 2 hours, then I'll check back in another hour, so it's not necessarily a conversation back and forth sort of thing. So I enjoy doing these because I can hang out with multiple people at the same time. So I don't know, I dig it. It's a good time. Plus, you know, play a game and goof off. Maybe have a couple yucks in the process. Yeah, conversation can be really hard in Twitter. Tone gets lost, people get attitudes, people are trying to prove points, which really that platform is not really built for. I am not on Discord. I'm in like one or two. Like I have a small Discord with a couple friends that are from Twitter from the joystick days that we met up and we went to a convention or two together. So like a small Discord for that, plus also a podcast that I back, the Continue podcast. I'm in their Discord, just kind of BS with that group in there. That's where Canonical, it's where I met him. He's in that podcast / Discord as well. But outside of that, yeah, I don't have any, like, I'm not super active with Discord like I know a lot of people are. I should be, because I know that is kind of like a much better Twitter at that point, because you can have an actual community. Let me turn down the music some. Or turn it off, I should say. But I know with Discord you can have an actual community, so people are a little bit more respectful, less quick to be assholes about things. But even then, like I'm having one or two the main Discord that I'm in. There's some people that I just don't necessarily get along with, and it's just frustrating to, you know, play nice sometimes with people that you don't want to interact with. So it is what it is. There are worse things to deal with in life, but that's why it's cool hanging out here, because I don't know, it's mostly good vibes, and if people don't want to be here, they don't gotta show up. So, but I bite my tongue. You know, I'm kind about some things. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. So, I mean, I guess that's it. So, I appreciate you coming out, man. I am actually gonna put some time into this before the next stream. Next stream I'll do on Wednesday, and Wednesday we'll definitely wrap up the campaign. That way we can put this to bed, move on to the next game, of which I don't know what it's gonna be yet, but you know, it'd be nice to switch things up, because boy oh boy is this starting to fall into a deep hole of nonsense, and a lot of cutscenes, and I didn't realize that. For some reason I don't remember it being this cutscene heavy. So I mean, I'm enjoying it though. But either way, take care, man. I'll talk to you later. I'm sure I'll bump into you on Twitter and, you know, stare at all the beautiful game art that you're making. So Take care, man. Thank you everyone else who's joined. You know, had a billion different people who dropped through today. Khaleesi, Canonical, you know, to say the least, you guys are very active. You know, Helion joined for a bit. Gungrave, so on and so forth. Appreciate everyone that joined. Appreciate the follows. Other than that, everyone have a good night. Enjoy your holiday if that is something you're celebrating. So, take care.